Hello my friends, welcome to Home and Garden. Today's video, I am very excited to show you all this beautiful orange flower behind me. These are the trumpet vines. So when we moved here in our house, these trumpet vines are already planted in the center of our backyard. And also, they are about 25 years old and about 30 feet tall. They are also climbing in the wood pergola. So I actually added two companion plants with this trumpet vine. The first one is the Korean spice viburnum, and they bloom around May. The other one, they have a big pink bloom, and there are the clematis, and they bloom around June. This trumpet vine that started to bloom from mid-July till end of September. Do you know what excites me about these beautiful blooms? They attract a lot of hummingbirds and also different kind of pollinators that help my garden. So that's why when I see a lot of flower buds started to open, I am so excited to see them because I know a lot of hummingbirds will come and visit my garden. And also you'll see them different flower colors such as red, yellow, purple, also pink, and of course I have this beautiful orange color. They are perennial, they come back year after year, and also they are hardy from zone 4 to 9. In terms of the flower's appearance, they shape like a trumpet. That's why they get the name trumpet vine. And for flowers, they measure about 3 inches long, and these flowers, they don't have any scent at all. Remember, trumpet vines are very beautiful plants, but they are also one of the invasive plants. So you have to really plan where to put them. So in terms of planting location, you can plant them where they can receive about 6 to 8 hours of full sun. And if you don't have that space, they can also thrive on the partial shade area. But remember, they're not going to bloom compared to when they receive a full sun. So again, this trumpet vine is planted in the middle of my backyard. And as you can see, they are my centerpiece. And I have also a different kind of plant, a vine that's planted with them. But they have a little space just to make sure they are not overtaken or overcrowding the other plants. You need to have an extra space and plant them away from any structures, especially close from your house, because they have a tendency to climb using their rootlets, and that root, wherever they touch, they will grow. And also, they have an underground runners, which is I'm going to send that to you later on, and that shoots will grow in other areas of your garden. Like mine, they're actually growing on the lawn, and I have to actually pull them because I don't want them to grow on that area. So you want to make sure that you will plan accordingly because they are again one of the invasive plants. This is the far view of the trumpet vine. I'm giving you an idea on how big they can grow, and as you can see, there's a branches in the bottom of this vine, and this is not part of the trumpet vines. This one is actually the Korean spice viburnum. They actually bloom around May and they have white blooms, but at this time, because the plant that's actively blooming and it's already August, are the trumpet vines, and some of the branches like this is not part of the vine, but this is a stems of the spice Korean viburnum, and because they have a long vines, this is a trumpet vine, and as you can see, it's all the way here, and the very tip of it, they have flowers, and this one is actually attached to one of this plant on the pot. So let me just give you an idea on how long is this vine can take. So here's the very tip, and they have a lot of flower buds, as you can see. Follow this camera here, and this is actually the vine of the trumpet, and as you can see, there's a lot of vines all over. And here's another look, and this one is the clematis vine, and here's more blooms of the trumpet vines, and more over here and here, and this is the front view of the wood pergola, and look, they are really beautiful. You'll see them even though you're just entering the backyard. You'll see the orange bloom already. I'm walking around this pergola, and here's the other view of the other vine that's blooming on this side. It's all the way here. So the bottom part here, they don't have any bloom. But here on this side, as you can see, there's a lot of blooms, and it's all the way down there. So during winter time, the foliage will turn to yellow. Sometimes they will turn to orange too. And you can prune them from late winter or early spring. So because this trumpet vine is very mature, I don't water them every day. I water them once a week and also fertilizing them once a year. But if you have a new trumpet vine, make sure to water them at least every 3 days and also fertilize them at least twice a year. So can you propagate trumpet vine, and how can you propagate them? So they are actually very easy to propagate. You can propagate them by cuttings and also by the seedlings. Even though at this time and they actively blooming, I can get a cuttings because as you can see, the stems, they have area roots or they call rootlets. So each stem, each corner of this, they're going to provide roots. At this time, they don't have it yet and they're not visibly, but I will do a separate video on how I do the cuttings and check out that each corner again of this stems, they will provide roots. So that's why it's really easy to propagate them. So the trumpet binder also provides seeds, and that seeds will drop in the ground and they will grow. So for me, to prevent that, I had to deadhead them before they produce and drop the seeds. So there's also a way that they can be invasive as well. They have the roots, and that roots, they can also grow anywhere in the ground and they will grow from there. And I will show you an example of that. And here, going towards the slope garden, and here is the mini garden. I call this secret garden, and I do have this trumpet vine. This one it's just grow here on this side. I didn't plant this intentionally, so it's just part of the mature or the mother plant that grow in this side from roots. And this one is about 6 feet tall. And actually in here I can show you the rootlets. It's produced roots in each corner of the stems, and I don't know if you can see it clearly. So that brown that look like a hair, that's actually the roots or the rootlets. You see? So I can cut from here and here, like half in this stem, and cut it here and then put it in the soil. Attach this in the soil with the roots, of course, and each corner provides rootlets. So there's one over here as well. There. So that's why they're very invasive plant. Okay, my friend, as a recap on how to plant, care, and propagate trumpet vines, they're easy to grow in either full sun or partial shade. They need a space to grow, and remember to plant them away from any structures. They're required to be pruned to avoid overcrowding. They can be propagated by seeds, cuttings, or you can dig the runners or the seedlings. Okay, my friend, I hope you remember all the tips that I give you on how to plant, care, and propagate for this beautiful trumpet vine. Please, if you didn't subscribe to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you will be updated to all my new videos. And I'll see you in my next video. You take care.